Hey everybody, I think I just startled Ava. I'm Joe Pardo and this is Ava, and today I want to talk about treadmilling on zero. And what I mean by that is if you're in a business or you're trying to start a business, or you're just, hey, I'm trying to sell these books, or I'm trying to sell these products, and you get in the mindset of like, and I've been there, of like, I'm treadmilling on zero. I'm not making any money, even though we're going through these ups and downs where it's like, hey, I'm selling a book. I think a book's a great example, because when you're selling these if you're selling really, really expensive services, sometimes it's like, hey, well, it's $1,000 service. Well, that's $1,000. That's awesome. But if you're looking at something from like a book standard, where it's like, I'm only making like $3 per book or $5 per book. When you get lost in the weeds of everything, you're like, oh man, at the end of the year, you're like, I didn't make any money. And sometimes it's because we have this idea in our heads that we need to make $1 million, or maybe not 1 million, but like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, something that could replace what our current jobs or our current positions or whatever we're currently doing to bring in money is. But we need to stop treadmilling on zero, because just because we're not making that number all at once, we don't like, hey, I put this book out and bam, I got hundreds and hundreds of people downloading this book and I'm making $3 a person, and I'm ready to make it all, right, Ava? I'm ready to make all this money happen. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to quit what I'm doing, and boom, we're just going to sell these books from now on. Just because that doesn't happen overnight. Obviously, success doesn't happen overnight, but my point is that just because you're not getting that instant gratification of like, boom, $10,000, 20, 40, 50, $1 million, Ava. Yeah, $1 million. Just because you're not getting that doesn't mean you're making $0. So when someone goes and says, hey, Joe, are you making any money doing what you're doing? The answer is yes. I need to look at how much it is. You don't always have to know exactly how much it is, especially if it's not your only source of income. But it's great. So at the end of the year, when you look back at it, like at the end of my 2015, I looked back and people were like, Joe, did you make any money? And I'm like, I don't feel like I made any money, but I did. I made 10 grand. That wasn't there before the fact. Now this year, I'm stand to generate a lot more than that, like 3 or 4 times more than that. But it all started with this idea that you're in your head because you're not making sales every single day. Get off that number 0. Get on to the idea that you are making money and you are doing what it is that you love to do, how you love to do it. And that's so, so important for happiness. Right, Ava? Are you a happy kid? Yeah, happy kid. Yeah, of course she is, because she's doing what she enjoys and I'm doing what I enjoy, and that is what matters the most. Not money, it's time and energy and how we spend it. Anyway, stop treadmilling on zero. Figure out what it is. If you haven't figured out, I mean, it's September now. It's a great time to at least get an idea of how much money you've made with your efforts and see if it's working. See if you need to change course a little bit, or that word that I know Dave Jackson hates, schoolofpodcasting.com, by the way, pivot. But yeah, maybe you need to change directions, or just a little bit to adjust how you're going. And you'll figure out that, you know what, I'm not treadmilling on zero. I'm actually making it happen. I'm making my dreams come true. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all on Tuesday's episode.